Hello everybody and welcome to the Nashville Superspeedway for the Peak Racing Association and the Music City 200. What a beautiful night here. Hopefully. I hope you're not in any bad weather. That would truly suck, but we're ready to get this race started. 133 laps, 1,000 Robux on the line. It is the second crown jewel of the season. And we're excited to get this race started. It hosted one of the best races of Season 3, and we're hoping it puts on a good show here today in the Peak Racing Association. I'm Crimson Incel, your host for today's event, with my co-commentator for, I think, literally the first time all season, Ally. Let me unmute. Hello, Ally. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I commentated like one race earlier this season. I'm pretty sure it.
Oh yeah, I think it was Rockingham.
Yeah. But
Vaughn, you can't run that scheme, remember? No rookie stripes. There's no rookie stripes on
yeah,
it.
I'm doing good. It's gonna be some exciting racing here in Nashville. You can.
Yeah. And, of course, let's go over stages. A 133 lap event. Stage 1, laps 1 through 40. Stage 2, 41 through 80. And then Stage 3 is that final stretch of the race. And that'll be, without a doubt, the longest stretch. It'll test these drivers the most. DB starting on pole for the second week in a row, the fastest car in the field, followed by Napa. He's had a pretty good run in qualifying, and then, of course, Laser, who is one of the top drivers, if not the top driver right now, in PRA. That's your podium. Of course, and in all Chevy fields, Toyota and Ford have been falling apart. They are in shambles. Um, all Chevy today.
I wonder who's gonna be winning the manufacturers championship.
It's likely, once again, going to be Chevrolet. Those Chevys are the winningest manufacturer in the league. By far. But anyways, let's go ahead and get some interviews, starting with our pole sitter in the number 3 JBL Chevy Camaro for Lightning Fast Racing. That is DB. Hello, DB. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. So today I got 2 in a row. I performed pretty well last week.
You were one corner away from winning.
Yep, 1 corner away. Could have got that, but ran out of fuel on the last corner. Well, I was about to. It was on 1 milliliter across the line, but hopefully today, today turns around, and I could save a lot more fuel this time and have a comfortable amount of fuel across the line if I do win the race.
Yeah, and of course we've noticed that your fastest lines, they hog up a lot of fuel, and so you'll of course be needing to figure out how to be fast but not use up so much fuel so quickly. Make that fuel last, especially if we end up in another fuel mileage situation for the second week in a row.
Yeah.
Any questions, Ally?
No, I don't. I think I have him on mute for me, so I can't really ask anything.
Oh, okay. And, of course, one last thing, of course, who do you think is going to be your biggest competitor starting on the pole here from Nashville?
This is going to be an interesting one. No, don't worry, Laser, I'm not. It might be real, because he's pretty fast. Even though he's starting all the way back there, he's got some speed. I'm telling you that. During practice, I saw he has, like, a lot of potential and consistency, so I think it's going to be real.
And so nothing's really going on right now. I just want to see if you can hear me right now.
Yes. I can hear you just fine, Ally.
Okay then.
Why?
I was just asking. I was doing something.
Okay, anyway. Alright, well, thank you for the time, DB. Go ahead and rejoin VC. Next up, first person to say what I just said in chat. Savage! Starting all the way back here in that number 77 Bennett scheme. That's the same scheme he got his first career win with at Dover. Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Alright, well,
Hope we can win today.
starting mid-pack, honestly, towards the back, you're third to last here, and that's number 77. How are you going to try and get through the field and hopefully win here today in the Nashville Superspeedway?
Qualifying is never our thing, but we still rise up to the top. Last time, when I won, I texted someone a picture of my car before the race, so I did that today. Hopefully, that was the reason we won, and we can win again today and get them 1,000 Robux.
Yeah, 1,000 Robux is quite a lot. What would you do with it if you got that win here today? Of course, you get the points, but that 1,000 Robux, what did you do with them?
First of all, I'd probably get a new fire suit. I want to put some sponsors on it. Second of all, I'll get a Hans device. I need that. If I crash, I'm dead. I don't have any neck restraint. Then third of all, I'm probably going to invest that into my league that I'm starting up.
Alright. Thank you for your time. If Ally... Wait, hold on. Ally, do you have any questions?
Yeah, no. And if there's another interview, I'm probably not going to have any more questions.
Okay. Alright, thank you for your time. Go ahead and rejoin VC. And the final interview will be whoever says what I just said in chat first. Vaughn in the number 88 Napa Chevrolet Camaro for IR Motorsports. I didn't really want him running it, but whatever. I don't want to argue. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, so don't worry, I'll be changing the scheme. I was just trying to see how it looks on the card, but
Okay.
yeah, start at last. Not a very good run for us today in qualifying, but hopefully our race pace can make up for that. Don't really got anything to say. Just hopefully it's a clean race, and we can get a lot of points trying to make it to the chase in our first season with the IR Motorsports. So yeah.
Yeah, of course it's gonna be hard, but I mean you started with no practice, and then JMP managed to get a P2 out of it. Or actually, I think it was maybe a little bit of practice in NJP, but you think that you'll be able to get your way up, and if so, who do you think your biggest competitor is going to be?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I don't really think I'll have no competitors, honestly. I'm not trying to say anybody here is slow, but from what I've seen from the package, most likely pack racing. So if you can get in that clean air and get away from people, you should be able to get a pretty good lead, and you should be able to hold it for a while. So we'll see how good it is for us today.
All right, thank you for your time, Vaughn. You can go ahead and rejoin VC. With all that out of the way, it is now time for the national anthem of the United States of America. I'm gonna make sure I actually have my. That's what I forgot. Let me quickly get the YouTube video or whatever pulled up, cause yes. Do we not have? Oh. They're all here. Hold on. No. I guess we use this one, yeah. Because this one is... Yeah, exactly what I thought it was. Alright. And now, for the national anthem of the United States of America here, from the Nashville Superspeedway, to kick off an incredible night of racing. Please stand and remove your hats. We're about ready to get started here. From Nashville, Tennessee. 133 laps of action. From the Nashville Superspeedway. 11 cars. And night racing. And now for the command to start your engines. Presented by whoever in the world is the first person to say what I just said. It's going to be Chesko. And now for the command to start your engines from Nashville, Tennessee. And the Nashville Superspeedway. Driver of the number 74 for Savage Motorsports. Chesko. Do you need to unmute, by the way? Bro. What is taking so long? Hold on. Yes, you're muted. You need to unmute. And now for the command presented by driver of the number 74, Chesko.
Good afternoon, drivers. With the 4 most famous words in motorsport history, drivers, start your engines. Yeah, call it mid, I don't care.
Go ahead and rejoin VC. 11 engines starting to roar to life here. A few guys still need to get in to their cars, but we're about ready to get going. Pace speed will be 90 miles an hour, single file start, and double file start and single file restarts. Listen, you can wait for the next one, DB. You can wait for Talladega. Talladega would be better anyways. Yeah, Talladega's next. Alright, Vaughn, that's all good. But anyways, pace speed will be 90, it will be single file until I say to get double file. In which case odd numbers go inside, even numbers go outside. And, of course, I don't know what am I trying to say. And of course, we mustn't forget about standard roll-off procedure. But other than that, we're about ready to get going. Let me actually change settings and all. Let me use City 200. Alright. Get pacing. As the field gets rolling off, let's change all laps -2. That's what we'll do for now. But anyways, you're starting a lineup here from Nashville. Row 1, we have the number 3 of DB with his second career pole. And then in the 1, we have Napa, who has won once this season. He is your defending series champ. Go ahead and do row 2, Ally.
In row number 2, we have Laser in the 31 and System in the 7, unless he has a sub, which I don't know.
No, that's System.
Okay.
Row number 3, we have the 48, that's Real, and the 24 of Chris, who took part in IR's first 1, 2, 3 at this same track. Back in Season 3. Row 4?
In row number 4, we have the 74 and the 77. Not entirely sure of their names.
Banners. And then in row number 5, rounding out your field, we have the 92 of Rich, and then Vaughn in that 88. He finished second in NJMP, his first career start. But anyways, 133 laps, 40 laps stage 1. We're going to get double file on the back stretch with odd-numbered inside, even-numbered outside, position-wise.
If I were to choose someone to win the race pre-race, I would probably go with Napa because he's the only solid pick I could think of. The last race I commentated at Rockingham, he was like pretty strong. I'm not sure if he ended up winning that.
So we're double file. Go when you see green on the ticker. The leader does not control the start of the race. You cannot jump this, and I will know. Here we go, and the Music City 200 is underway! Out of turn 4 on the first lap of 133, and DB takes off to a commanding lead in that number 3. And right behind him, we see the one of Napa holding off Laser in the 31.
We have a battle here between System and Real on the inside to the point.
Contact further back. Savage gets in the wall. Gonna drop all the way back to last. That's gonna hurt him early on. And down the front straightaway, and we see DB running away early on, trying to get his first stage win, I believe, all season. Napa behind, your defending series champ. He's trying to get his second win of the season. Of course, this would be his third if the fuel incident of Phoenix did not occur. And look at Real. He's already down to the inside of Laser. He's trying to get that third position.
Real tried to go to the inside, but off the corner, Laser got back clear. Now Real back on the inside. He may get the position.
That number 48 IR Motorsports Camaro, he's been moving up nice and fast, and now he's going to be up to third here from Nashville Superspeedway.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the 31 got on the wall just a tiny bit, might have just scraped it.
That wouldn't hurt him.
Just pointing out.
But anyways, pretty much the entire field now, I believe, now nice and single-filed out, getting spread out nice and early on. Let's take a look at Vaughn, who we interviewed from the back. He's slowly getting the hang of it, and he's going to start moving up through the field as time goes on. Currently, second to last, he managed to get past Rich, and now trying to figure out how to get by the rest of these guys. Let's look at Chesko as well, further back. And where's Savage after that incident? He's actually recovered quite a bit. Unless I was mistaken, and that was System that got in the wall. But anyway, that was quite the recovery they've made so far. But they are far behind from these top 4.
Napa is closing on DB. He, on the last lap, not this lap, but, okay, well now, 2 laps ago, his gap was 0.6, and now it's 0.3.
That's a 0.3 gain over DB, but remember, this is a long race. You gotta save your stuff, gotta save your energy, gotta save your fuel, gotta be there for the end. And right now, that's DB's priority.
Now getting closer, a 10th gained on that lap for Napa.
Yeah, and just watching this top 4 here run away from the rest of the field. And look at Laser. He's trying to make a move on Real. Laser, though, travels up the track. He's going to have to make up a little bit of ground now on that 48, who just hit the wall. But that top 4 stays about within 1 second. And then it is 1.6 seconds back to Savage. And then the rest of them.
I'm focusing on this top 2 here. Last lap it almost felt like Napa was kind of sending it into the corners. I can't entirely be
He
sure
just
of
lost
that.
a tenth.
Napa. Yep.
Yeah, DB in the 3. He's trying to balance between keeping his lead, maintaining that, but saving fuel. He needs to make it to the end of the stage. But at the same time, looking at fuel, I'm not sure if that's going to be doable. We only have completed 12 laps so far this race, and a lot of these guys are getting really close to that halfway point in fuel. So I think we're going to see one green flag stop if this stays green halfway through the stage. Maybe 30 laps in.
Through 3 and 4, Napa closes on DB. Might have sent it a little bit in there. DB in the wall.
DB gets in the wall, that gives Napa that outside lane, but we know how much of a single groove track this is. This inside is better. But due to the fact that DB couldn't quite get that better arc, that hurt his entrance a bit. Now Real's up with him. Real and Napa now chasing after DB. DB might need to push his car a little more than he wants to if he wants to maintain this lead. But remember, him pushing his car like this, that's forcing him to have to pit earlier, to have to change his pit strategy compared to everyone else.
DB with a bad exit off the corner that time. That lets Napa close in. It's going to go from 4 tenths, most likely down to 3. So just 3 tenths. I don't know why I said it like that.
Now look at these top 4 still running away. Let's look a little further back, though. Let's look at Savage. He's the leader of the second group of cars, and he's there with 2 of his drivers, which are also his teammates, those being Chesko and System. Chesko now to the inside of his team owner, Savage. Gonna just take that position without much of a fight. Savage Motorsports right now looking about mid-pack with 3 of their 4 drivers coming here today.
Napa to the bumper of TD. Napa to the bumper of TD. He's in the wall. Napa down to the bottom of the track. As that is obviously not going to be good.
Napa all the way back to 6 tenths now, that lead.
9 laps of gaining for nothing. Basically. He's back to square one.
This is such a similar track in terms of driving style to Las Vegas, too, and we saw Napa really strong towards the end of Las Vegas earlier this season. No wonder he's showing up and currently running second here in Nashville.
Gaining small amounts of time. Looking at DB, just confirming this to myself right now. He looks like Pincy is leading. You have to push it harder. He's in the wall, but it looks like he's going to have to pit a little earlier. And so, didn't you already say something about that?
Yeah, because DB's having to push, that's forcing him to have to pit earlier. Rich, do realize, though, that parking 'cause slow is gonna really hurt you and your chances of continuing to drive.
At the line, Napa has cut the gap back down to 3 tenths.
Not too much, Tar. If you can do a lot of the officiating, I'm happy with that. Just focus on officiating. Don't worry about pace car, Tar.
Real and Laser seem to be in their own little group, so it's DB and Napa up in the top 2, Real and Laser, and then the back of the pack, which I've not been paying much attention to. Look at the front.
Real and Laser have dropped back, but they're still in that kind of top 4 breakaway. As we see stuff continue to get spread out. I'm just wondering when we're going to see lap traffic, and just still, look at the absolute dogfight for position further back. We got 4 drivers all within a second.
Napa's closing on DB. He is really close. He is to the inside. Can he hold it? He's still there.
He's still there. Nope. DB clears him down the front. Down into 1 and 2. Using that bumper a little bit, and we're gonna see there. DB gets the better exit as Napa slid up. Napa, I think right now, is the faster car, but he just can't find a way around this 3. That's how single groove this track here in Nashville is. That's how single groove this car drives in general. At these intermediates, you see routinely that inside lane is best.
This is reminding me of early in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race earlier today. That second line was way better. And we got a lap car. He is way off the pace.
That's Rich in the 92. DB seemed to get by him fine. How's Napa gonna fare off? Rich is just gonna let him by. Rich in that 92. How's it gonna be between him and Real? Him and Laser. As now Real starting to catch up. Rich continuing to run up high, kind of give Real that space. Some great lapped car etiquette here being shown by Rich, letting these leaders by.
Napa down to another low, nearly 7/10. You're coming to lap 30.
And I think now it's about where we're going to start seeing maybe some people have to head into pit. No, they might be able to stretch it.
How long is the first stage?
40 laps.
I could see stretching it if you really save fuel.
But the thing is, are you going to be able to make it on fuel under caution? So they might just want to undercut it.
That is a very good point.
Because it tends to
Napa-
take an extra lap under caution before pit road opens.
Napa over a second back. DB seems to have this stage on lock.
Rich is in pit road in that 92.
But he is a lap car, so this could be just him, or we could see more people come down.
Got some fuel, and he's going to be headed out. He wants to do he's going for the undercut. That pretty much just put him 2 laps down. But we'll see how that turns out now.
Napa down to exactly a second coming across the line here. 9.5 tenths. If he starts gaining more, he could definitely win the stage.
Right now,
But he's
DB,
only
Napa,
able-
and Real are fighting for the stage points. And of course, we still see Laser. He needs to get by this 48 if he wants those extra points for the stage.
Napa loses a little bit. He was, for the 2 laps before this, he was consistently gaining about 5/100ths, which definitely isn't enough.
Come towards 6 laps to go now in stage number 1. For DB, he is going for his first stage win of the season.
And it looks like he's gonna get it.
What do
It
we
doesn't
say
seem-
we dial up the winner of this stage? Once it gets there. Once we get there, of course.
think DB might have just found his line because Napa is falling back further and further. Could have found something in that car. So, I should probably specify DB could have found something extra in that car.
I mean, DB already is the fastest driver of everyone in this field. I think he was simply just waiting for the right moment, but look at his fuel. I think he's gonna be fine. Yeah, no, he's gonna be fine. But if he hadn't been conserving as much, I think he would have been in trouble. But 1.55 seconds now between him and Napa. I think Napa's just gonna have to settle for a second place in the stage. Headed towards 2 laps to go now in stage number 1 from Nashville.
Under caution, as you said, they could probably make it to the end of the stage on fuel, but could they make it under caution? That might be something DB has to worry about, but we'll just see.
2 laps to go in the stage for that number 3. Looking real fast. Looking at his fuel, it seems fine. Headed out of turns 3 and 4 to the white flag in stage number 1.
Through 1 and 2, DB now has a 2.1 second lead. So unless he spins or has a bad accident, he's gonna get the stage here. Through 3 and 4, DB's gonna come out on 4 to win stage number 1.
Yeah, out of the final corner. DB scores his first win in terms of stages of the season. Caution is out. Going to be pacing 90 single file. Pit road is not open yet as we're waiting for the field to get together and for me to handle all necessary stage end things.
I am just remembering one of the moments in, well, not one of the moments, I don't know if it's that big of a moment. I'm just remembering when there was one of the flips in Watkins Glen last season, and like we made the jokes about the mini fridge. That was funny.
And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I wonder if Chris pitted. He did! Chris undercut the stop. He didn't need to pit, but he decided to. And now, that's going to put him on a different strat. And because he's the first car lap down, he will get his lap back. Go ahead and go around after you pit. Because you're the lucky dog, you can also pit if you want. But you'll be able to go around no matter what. So if you're not pitting, just go ahead and go around now, Chris. And Rich, alright, yeah, Chris is going around. Rich, you get a lap back because you stayed out. Yeah, I said pit's open. I'll keep him open another lap. Since you guys didn't hear, I guess. Maybe I didn't say pit's open. Maybe I was really indirect about it. My bad. Yeah, my bad. And Rich, if you stay out, you get a lap back, so you can go around now if you're not pitting. Alright, so you'll get a lap back too, Rich.
So we got 4 cars coming down under caution now. The top
So,
4.
Rich, you'll be at the very back of the field since now you're only a lap down. Yeah, my bad, guys. I'll make sure to be more clear about that. System, go around Rich. He's a lapped car.
Real might.
I did say pit's open? Okay. Go
Real
around
might have
Rich,
gotten
guys. Go around
caught
Rich.
on Napa right there.
Bro, is it that hard to go around Rich? Mein Gott.
Who's currently leading?
Chris. As he took the wave around and came into pit. No, he didn't come into pit. But yeah, he took the wave around and somehow, I guess, took the lead. I guess, no, oh yeah, he took the lead because I fricked up the pit thing. But, anyways, I'm gonna change I'm Rich laps, 43 to 1 lap down. Alright. We'll be going GNT. Stage 2 end is gonna be lap 80. Yeah, GNT. Chris in the 24 is going to be able to control the restart. Nobody can go before him. He can go anytime in the restart zone, and that is when the green flag will be initiated. So it is GTT. Single file restarts. Let's go ahead and get this started. I didn't dial up our stage 1 winner, but it's fine. We'll go ahead and dial up our stage 2 winner once we get there. Alright, here we go. Coming to the green to start stage number 2. And green flag. Already fanning out. Oh my goodness! Oh, and look at that sideways DB! Oh, and he collects Vaughn! 2 cars around, caution is out, race back. And goodness, voice cracks. And there's the race back. And look at Savage and Chesko, who happened to get to 1-2. Pace 90.
What caused that caution was everybody just trying to spring out a line.
Yeah,
I think Chris,
everyone at once, and that got DB sideways. He overcorrected, got into Vaughn. Pits are open if you want to come in. And, Rich, you can go around, as you are the lucky dog. And you can pit if you want. And Vaughn just missed the commitment line. There you go.
I think Chris may have had a bit of a slow restart.
The thing is, no one can accelerate before him.
I think I don't really know what happened.
He didn't go after the zone, he went at the end of the zone. You guys aren't able to go before him, though, is the thing. And the fact that people were sideways, not sideways, were side by side, that, and like, you know, jumping ahead, that means people jumped. We're just gonna wait on Rich to go around, and then we will get going again. So Rich, go around, get your lap back.
Chris
Everyone else will be pacing
wasn't
90.
late. Chris wasn't late to the restart, right?
No, Chris was not late to the restart. Chris went at the end of the zone, and people were already accelerating before the indicator for throttle went on my input panel, onto the telemetry.
That does make sense. I saw Chris get hit in the back on the restart. Wasn't Savage behind him? Or I don't really know.
Yeah, Savage was behind him, but it was the back half of that pack that went just a little before Chris and got that benefit.
So that shuffles DB. Well, that didn't really put him too behind.
You'll
But
be at
he
the
used to be
back,
quick.
Rich. Alright, GTT, single file restarts. Gonna do this again. You know the rules. You can't go until the leader goes. The leader has control over the restart and can go anytime in the restart zone. You guys cannot jump. You can also rely on green on the ticker because I press green the moment I see the throttle on the leader's telemetry.
Look at Napa got a lot of
Green flag.
positions. Green flag.
A much cleaner restart. And this time, I think we're gonna get going. Nice and clean. And look at Savage there in the lead with his teammate and his driver, Chesko, holding up Napa a bit. And look at Chris there in fourth, trying to hold on. But here comes Laser, gonna dive to his inside. Chris gonna drop back up position. Looking at that battle for the lead though. Look at Napa trying to work his way past these guys. And because we got some of these slower guys up front right now, it's keeping the field a little more together.
If this wasn't obvious already, Napa could definitely get to the lead. He had a shot a last time in 1-2.
He just couldn't quite execute it right, and now we're going to see a Laser get up to third place over Napa.
Savage is running away with the lead here.
Yeah, because these
Except-
slower guys are holding up people like Laser right now. It's allowing Savage to get some laps led.
The 74 right behind him, that's helping. Just go to the inside of the 77. Onto the apron, it's not gonna work.
Yeah. Still, Savage Motorsports right now, proving they're contenders. Look at them, they're leading. The first two positions are Savage. And right now, look at Vaughn up to 8th. He started back there in 10th. Stage 1 was rough, but now he's slowly starting to get the hang of it a little better. Maybe he can even get by Chris. Get up to 7th place.
I'm pretty sure that you could make it again. Just pondering with the
Whoa! And that's going to make it 3 wide, opening up the window for DB, who's going to catapult up to 3rd. Now he just needs to get by Laser and Savage. Laser now, he's gotten by Savage. He's faster than Savage. He's going to start running away. But DB, I believe, is the fastest of these this top 3. This is going to be interesting.
So you have Laser, who placed 4th in stage 1. Yep. Okay. I have to go AFK. So yeah, and so you're gonna have to commentate.
All good. But down the back straightaway. Laser, he finished 4th in stage 1. He's trying to get some redemption. And we're seeing IR Motorsports cars moving up the grid. I've just noticed Real. He's gotten up to 5th place, and now he's trying to get out of 3rd. No, a 4th. My bad. Trying to get at a 4th position here. Down the back. Doesn't seem quite like he can. I don't know, he's going to that outside. Well, it's not the best spot for him to be. Is he going to try and get down to the inside of Napa? Looks like it. Side by side now, that 48 and 1.
Back.
Alright. Down into 3 and 4. Real's gonna, I believe, complete the pass, get up to 4th. No, they're gonna remain side by side down the front. But Real is right there, trying to get at that 4th spot. Contact. Napa gets sent up the track, and Real's finally gonna complete the pass. Get that 4th place. Oh, he puts Napa in the wall. And I just saw a huge move down the back there from Vaughn. He's trying to get by System, I think. Didn't quite work. Looking at Napa and Real still. This battle for 4th heating up.
Laser is From what I can tell, he is definitely running away 8 tenths back to Savage.
And DB just lost 2 tenths on the leader there, that being Laser. We might have just... that might have just changed this race. Because now we see Laser gained on DB. The question is if he gains still. Yes, he gains an extra 10th there on that 3, his teammate. But DB's gaining on Savage. I think once he gets by Savage, he can really lock in, try and get by Laser. Contact further back. That was Rich, I think, either getting into the wall or into Vaughn. Maybe even System. As Vaughn was able to get by. No, he's battling with that 7 here in the back.
DB gives a shot to the back of the 77. 77 clears him.
Yeah,
Still.
trying to tell Savage, get out of my way. I'm trying to get to this lead. You're holding me up. I'm the faster guy here. But I don't know. Savage has been hanging on for a while now. Look at Chesko, though. From that 2nd place there with Savage at the beginning of this green flag run, all the way back to 6th now. 3 seconds back.
Due to Savage, I think DB has the pressure of Napa and Real behind him. So he's trying to get them out of the way before they pass him. Trying to get Savage out of the way before.
Right now, it genuinely seems like Savage is, in a way, a roadblock. I mean, he's not necessarily slow as a roadblock, but he is not the fastest of these guys either. And he's in the racing line, you know? This is a very single groove racetrack. Though, of course, next season we might see that change with not only lifting / light braking, depending on the track, but also we'll be adding, but at the same time, we will also be adding momentum, and we will be adding an update to the day-night cycle, which will include the track changing as time goes on. So, depending on the temperature of this racing surface, we'll see these cars handle differently. It'll be more slick at night.
Tend to go on the stage. The last time down the front straightaway, DB got in the wall down into the grass, was able to keep his position.
As we've just received word of Rich parking due to lag. That leaves us with 9 cars running here. DB trying to just tell Savage, move! Look at Napa and Real right there behind that 3.
Can't really send it down the inside because you're... Oh! There goes the 3 to the inside. He did exactly what I said you couldn't do. But now they're 3 wide. Napa gets the point, but it looks like DB probably will get it back down into 1.
Yeah, down on that inside. And look at the shot from the 77. Look at Real sending it in there.
It's a skirmish for second coming to 7 laps to go on the stage.
A dogfight for second, and Savage still finds his way back out front. And DB needs him to move. And now, DB has to worry about Napa, has to worry about Real. Six laps to go in stage 2.
Nearly 3 seconds to Laser. Seems like he's got the stage locked up. And so since if Laser wins the stage, which he probably will, since he didn't want to be dialed up, do you want to dial up DB?
We'll dial up our stage 1 winner, DB.
Okay. Napa. He could definitely get past Savage faster.
I just
I mean,
saw a
I feel.
lot of bumper use there, though. It was light, but it's being used.
I mean, you almost have to, considering how single file this race is.
You either will do that, or you need to wait for that other guy to mess up, or something like this, and around goes Savage. What a save! Oh my goodness! Oh, and hard hit! That leaves System around further back. Oh, and back up into traffic. That's 7. 2 wrecks at once, but they're separate. And one was saved, one was kinda saved. Wow! A ton of stuff happening at once there, and that 7's now into the wall.
So now it's going to be between Napa and DB. Most likely Napa will stay in second, considering the bumper, even if you use it like you have to, doesn't seem to do too much.
Yeah. Yeah, no, see? It really honestly just boosted Napa. It didn't really move him up the track. And looking at Laser in the 31. White flag in stage number 2 for that DoorDash machine.
Did somebody else leave?
What?
'Cause
No?
you said there was 9 people left, right?
Yeah.
I only see 8 people I can spectate. It could just be
You
an
know,
issue, but
one of them's just gonna be. But anyways, Laser wins stage number 2. Oh, what's your little excuse this time, System? It's not even this game, it's optimized. You're just slow. Yes, yes, yes. An optimized game is the issue. Yes, indeed. That's how it works. But anyways, let's dial up your stage 1 winner, DB. Hello, how you doing?
So far, pretty good. I mean, lost a spot. Lost number 1 spot. Laser, he's in the lead. He's doing a, he's having a pretty amazing race himself. I'm really happy for him. I mean, Savage. I mean, if you see like a faster car coming up behind you, just let him by. Don't cause an issue about it and completely, get in my way.
Pits are closed still. Yeah. Hold on just a second, I need to say something. Get in the order of the ticker, what are you out doing? Why are you guys passing? Thank you. Chesko, you can go around or pit, because pits are open this time. Chesko, so you can go around and pit, because you are the lucky dog, so you go around and pit. Yeah. I'd recommend pit and then go around, but okay. Okay.
600.
But anyways, of course, quite the eventful stage 2. Had to struggle getting past Savage, but of course stage 1 was...
Muted?
No, because I'm still
Oh.
interviewing you.
Oh.
I had to do something real quick. But anyways, quite an interesting stage 2. You of course had to deal with Savage, but stage 1 was nice and smooth. What have you noticed about the fuel?
Fuel. I mean.
Whoa!
Oh wow.
DB got out of his stall.
Continue.
I think I know, with fuel, right? Alright, so I think we're gonna have to do some green flag pit stops towards the end of this stage, maybe halfway through, maybe 3/4 through. But hopefully we could get a good pit stop, hopefully get out front. hold Laser off and hopefully get my first win tonight.
Alright. Well, good luck. We're headed towards the green flag now, so we're going to go ahead let you get ready for this final stage of racing here in Nashville. Good luck, and hopefully we'll see you in Victory Lane tonight.
Alright, thanks.
I'll rejoin VC for you. Like, I'll make you do that.
Alright.
Alright, GTT. Alright. The leader, of course, has control. I'm gonna go green this time. Here we go from Nashville Superspeedway. Green flag, we're back underway for the final stage of racing.
Real, definitely one of the faster cars. I could see him running away with it. Chris in the wall back there. But DB's trying to make an effort to move forward after he got knocked out of his PRA, so that was very goofy.
I feel like if DB can just get into clean air, he'll be fine. But but Laser's already on his way. DB needs Real to move. But Real, of course, is fast. Car around further back. That's Chesko in the 74. We see Vaughn running in 7th, who Chesko seems to be mad at.
He said if DB can just get some clean air, he could probably be good. But at this track, since again it's single groove, it's not. Sorry, yeah, whatever, single groove. I'm gonna call it that. There isn't much clean air to go around.
If you're the leader, you have the clean air. If you're not the leader, you gotta suffer. I would add a groove system, but of course, that's not the most doable. It's very laggy.
DB sends it on the inside of Real.
I wouldn't even say that's a send, he just drove it in deep. It worked, and DB is gonna get that lead.
I mean,
No penalty because there's no proof of there being any slamming.
off of 4 DB to the lead to lap 93 out of 133.
And we see these top 3 staying together, but DB finally has that clean air. And why does this order look similar? Because it's the exact same as earlier, the only difference being Real and Nappa's positions are switched. But it looks like that might be changing soon. Yep. Chesko, maybe stop typing and focus on driving. Wait, why are you pitting?
You can park it.
Interesting strategy. I mean, I guess we'll see how it turns out, but I don't know.
Don't. Nope. You can make it 40 laps in a full tank. How many laps are there to go?
Figure it out. DB in the 3. Continuing to lead from Nashville.
I'd say Chesko can make it from here, but
It'd be close. He
Then-
might want to conserve.
contact the big hits. Napa to the lead.
Of course, right as I
There we
tab
go.
out.
Real almost sends it 3 wide. He goes back to the point.
And DB in the 3. Still with the lead. And, DB, down the backstretch, can you just quickly, like, type E in chat if you're alright with me, explaining your strange driving weirdness? Okay. So, quick thing here about DB. Your race leader right now is pulling away. You know WASD, you know, you got your left hand on it, middle finger on W and S, ring finger on A, pointer on D. DB doesn't do that. And it seems like it's actually paying off, especially because he hasn't reported any issues of, like, you know, your ring finger hurting after holding A and all race for an hour and a half, you know? He has both hands on WASD. His left thumb is on A, his left pointer's on W, and then on his right hand, his right pointer's on S, and his right middle is on D. And he just drives like that. It is so interesting, but it actually seems like, for him, it works. I mean, right now, he's leading, and he's had one of the best performances of his career, if not the best performance of his career, today. And Vaughn just wrecked. Now 12 seconds back. Hey, don't say you're done though, Vaughn. Late race cautions could always happen. Now, headed towards 30 laps to go. Once the field comes back around.
DB obviously doesn't want a late race caution.
You know,
Especially
DB does not want a late race caution. He wants this thing to go green to the end.
Especially because it could turn out like the stage 2 story where everybody jumps. The people in the back jump and then like kind of accordions. Not everybody, just some people. Clarify that.
Now into turns 3 and 4, we're seeing that same top 4 as usual.
The top 4 seem to just be better.
Yeah, and right now,
Um,
and let's go over stages real quick. For stage 1, of course, DB, then Napa, then Real. That's your points. Stage 2, Laser, Napa, DB. So, of everyone that's gotten points, DB has gotten 4, Napa has gotten 4, and Laser's gotten 3, and Real's gotten 1. And that's your points off. And that's your points off of stages. So we're looking at, if DB wins this, that's 14 points awarded overall today, excluding bonuses. Real, that'd be 11. Napa, 14. And Laser, 13. And that is really going to benefit you in the chase here. And Real especially wants these points to stay in the chase, as he dropped back quite a bit over the last few weeks. Of course, these last two races, this and New Hampshire, going to help out a lot.
I don't think anybody else other than Chesko could make it to the end of Chesko's still racing, right?
Chesko is still racing.
I'm not sure anybody but him. Only guy I can think of is a Real, really. That might have a shot.
Yeah.
And this would benefit him if he could just stretch it to the end, because he is in second.
Yeah. I honestly am not sure if fuel's going to be a concern. It's going to be close. Of course, now headed towards 22 laps to go from the Nashville Superspeedway and the Music City 200 in PRA. And, right now, it's looking like any of these top four, though particularly DB and Real, are fighting for these 1,000 Robux right now. Real, of course, had won the Daytona 150. He's looking to be the first driver in PRA history to win all 4 crown jewels there are, being Daytona, Nashville, Charlotte, and Homestead.
Has anybody ever really come close to that before?
No?
So, like, nobody's won. I should probably say, like, has anybody won multiple crown jewels in a season?
I do not think so.
Okay, then. So this will be pretty monumental for Real if he were to get the win here in the Music City 200 in Nashville.
Yeah.
DB's still leading by 7.5 tenths.
You know who I just saw entering 3 as these leaders headed out of turn 2?
Who?
That was Chesko. So we're headed towards lap traffic. Of course, that lap traffic is only 1 car, but still lap traffic.
DB is running away. Again, I don't know. Would this be his first win, or
This would
has
be
he
his
won
first
before?
career win. And on such a monumental race.
So you're gonna pull a Matt Kenseth? I mean, I think that's what Matt Kenseth did, right?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I mean, I'm pretty. I remember.
And of course, his first ever stage win, if I remember correctly, was this race as well.
The reason I'm confident Matt Kenseth was, I'm pretty sure if Matt Kenseth won his first race in the Coca-Cola 600, which is a pretty cool race to win your first race in, that's what DB is looking like he's about to do.
Though, of course, PRA's Coke 600 is the Coke 200, which might be changed to the Coke 300, depending on what drivers think. That being Charlotte, and is the second to last race of the season. And it's what a way to end off that. And it's such a way, that and Homestead, to end off every season.
I also, the second thing that Matt Kenseth and DB have in common is that they're both somehow sponsored by DeWalt. So this is looking pretty similar here. Coming from 3 and 4, they're coming 14 laps to go. They might be able to make it on fuel.
And apparently Vaughn just died. And he's parking the car. And at number 88, going to be settling
Yeah.
for an 8th place finish today.
I mean, it's a top 10, but I mean, I feel like in this league, you know, I shouldn't say that. Anyways, DB lost on that lap. You got a battle here between Laser and Napa. And Laser, well, he's like way away with the position.
It's going to be close between DB and Laser. And I'm also watching Fuel, but I think they're going to have to make one last stop late race.
10 laps to go.
No, 11.
My bad. 11 laps to go through 1 and 2. Yeah, I just started thinking. 1 lap of
I mean, I
fuel
guess we'll
could-
have to see how much fuel they're using per lap-ish.
1 lap could be the difference between making it or not making it.
Okay,
It
I'm
is
gonna
10
see
laps
this.
to go.
I'm gonna see this. 10 laps to go. And how much fuel is, as of right now, DB using a lap? Will not say what his current fuel is, of course. I don't know, I'd say it's like about 30. I think DB's fine on fuel if he keeps going at this rate. But of course, Real, at the rate he's going, I mean, DB's of course going to have to push more if he wants Real to stay behind him.
I was looking at Real earlier to see if he could make it. We got another. That's just the same lap car we were talking about earlier.
But I don't know if DB would be able to make it on fuel if he starts pushing that car more, you know? It's going to be interesting. And I think Real is fine. I think no matter what, Real is fine. So Real can push his car as hard as he needs to, and he should be able to make it on fuel and possibly win this race.
If I'm correct, it is 7 laps to go. Real back in the wall.
I think it's, yeah, 7. Coming to 6. Coming up
could
to
be.
lapped traffic, and I don't know if Chesko's just gonna let DB on by. I guess the real
As long
question is if Chesko gets along better with DB, Real, or Laser.
If DB gets let by Chesko, it's going to be really close, but I think DB can just make it.
Yeah, I think
But
DB
it-
might actually be fine on field. I don't know, it's gonna be close. 129 of 133, we're almost at the end here. From Nashville. It's gonna be
104
another
laps.
short race.
Well, it's been like, I'm pretty sure it's
It's
just
been an
under
hour
an
and 17
hour.
minutes since we've started this
But,
stream.
like, the race didn't start until a little while after the stream, so it's like about an hour of race time.
I don't know, this is a shorter one, but 4 laps to go.
I think he's fine.
Oh, man, it's close, but I think DB's fine unless he starts pushing that car more. When he starts pushing that car more, I think he's going to be borderline. And he does not want to run out coming to the line.
3 to go. They're definitely.
Man, this is getting close.
They're going to catch Chesko soon. Most likely they'll catch him by the end of the race.
Chesko's going to be a huge factor. Because now it's between whether or not Chesko... It's who of these top 3 Chesko likes.
2 to go. I mean, we have to see how much fuel he
Because remember,
takes.
the blue flag is only issued if they become pretty much a hazard. A massive obstruction. But they
How
can
many
battle
laps
and they can kind of hold up.
Unlike other leagues.
Although I
Just
will
down.
say, oh, and David's around. What a save! Okay, Chesko, I'm gonna give the blue flag there. Whoa, that was just absurd.
Oh, it's gonna be close. I think DB can make it.
On the white flag too, I just realized. Oh, this is gonna be insane.
A DB can make it.
Let me do the call. And out of the final corner! But it's looking like it's gonna be the 3 of DB to get his first career win from the Nashville Superspeedway in the 3.
Yes! Oh my
21
god!
milliliters of fuel at the line.
Finally!
I don't know milliliters. It says MI 20.
Yes!
I don't
Just shut
know.
up.
1 milliliter.
And he's out.
Whew.
1 milliliter.
Oh my god.
Everyone had to pit road except for DB, who can head to the start-finish line. DB actually, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and let you jump out, reset your character, respawn your car, since you're out of fuel, and you'll be able to do your burnout. All right, now
And
that
behind-
he's there, you guys can go ahead and head to pit road.
I still need to stay quiet, right?
Yeah, you can talk now.
I had 21 milliliters. I'm just gonna call it milliliters. I don't really know.
Yeah,
At
it's
the line.
milliliters. It's milliliters.
Oh,
And DB, you have won at Nashville, your first career win. How do you feel? Head to pit road, guys. What are you doing? Pit road! Chesko! Laser!
My
What?
scheme ID just broke again, dude.
Just type it in. Just type it in. Just type it in.
Alright, hold on, give me a second.
Yeah.
Alright.
Another fuel mileage finish!
Alright. Thank you.
You have finally gotten the win here from Nashville. What a performance, too. I believe your first career stage win as well.
Yeah.
Huge points day, and you have won 1,000 Robux. What are you going to do with it?
First off, I'm gonna split some with Real. If that's even possible, because he's
Yeah.
helped me out all race. Given me the push. He's slowing down to push me a lot. Just like to appreciate him a lot. And this was just an amazing race for me. I almost ran out of fuel on the last corner.
Yeah, so you're going to want to drive into this. All right, DB. But not yet, not yet, not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. But you might want to turn and be ready to. But it's going to be right there. So turn a little bit.
Like forward.
Yeah, so you can kind of drive in easier. Because I'm also going to probably have to push you, honestly. I need to remove that. I'll go ahead and remove that. I don't know why that's still there. Smooth decel. Spine physics. I'm going to push you in unless... try driving into it. You can't? Okay. I'll do it. But
Wait, say
stop
again? Oh,
pressing
my bad.
things. Stop pressing things. Just stop pressing things. If you are, and I'll just push you in again. It's fine though. Even though it takes some time, it's so much. It's such a cool freaking burnout system, and I'm so happy Aqua gave it to me. I've like never knew how to make it too. Like genuinely. Okay, good.
Alright.
And now I select your car. I'll tell you when you can start your burnout. Add 0.2. And DB, for the first time in your PRA career, you get to hear these words. Directed at you. Go crazy. And he breaks the rookie streak with his first career win as a veteran. It took him a season and a half, but he finally got it done in a dominant performance at Nashville. And that JBL car glows under the lights here in Tennessee. Head a little closer to the line, if you can. Wall burnout for real. But DV, burn it down. Celebrate his first career win and a huge points stay. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on. What the?
What?
Technical
What?
difficulties here.
What? Where are you?
Under this-
His car seems to be trying to clone
What?
itself.
Deleting the car, and then you could TP me back. Okay. Alright, then re. What?
Oh, I'm D. There you go.
Yeah. And now the appears as this floor is alright. Yeah.
There you go. Alright. Alright, but anyways, congratulations on the win. How you feeling after it? And what's your plan moving forward in the season?
Oh, that was just amazing. That was just insane. Like, I thought I should realize, like, once I got to, like, about 900 fuel, I should start saving. I was, like, in my mind, I was, like, I have to stop pushing the car. I have to save a little bit more. And I saw that Napa and Laser were far behind enough to, so I could save. So I kept on saving, and it was just one lap that counted. That one lap that counted. If it was one more, I would have never made it. So I would like to thank Real just for giving me pushes throughout that race, helping me out. And yeah, I just love the win. That was just amazing.
Let me get one more picture. Oh, yeah. Alright. Thank you for your time. You can go ahead and head out. Alright, go ahead and leave the game if you don't want an interview. Stay if you do. And I'll be starting with Napa.
Oh yeah, there is none.
Alright, Napa. And one strong day. Missed out, though, on the grand prize. How you feel?
I'm not really disappointed because my team and me were really on point today. We were really on pace until like the stage 2 and stage 3. I just don't know what happened to me. I just don't feel nice right now. But yeah, I wish I could have kept up with the pack, but I was running out of fuel, so I had to fuel save. Yeah.
And of course, announcing last week after New Hampshire in PRA that you're retiring at the end of this season. You're in your final. This was the end of the first half of the season. You have half a season left to do whatever left you want in your career before you head out, depart from PRA. How you feel?
It's gonna feel emotional, but I'm glad I've been able to make a couple of seasons
Win a
trying to win over and
championship.
over and get a championship and finally get my first win. It's just, I hope I can win this for my final season of PRA.
Alright. Well, a strong day today, but you want to be just a few positions better. Get that win. And of course, next week at Talladega, and you won there last season in the I guess you could say fall race in SRU. So you got that Superspeedway experience. Of course, a slightly different package with PRA, but you know how to get around at Superspeedways, and I've seen you up front in the Daytona 150. We'll see what you can do next week.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Next up, the 48 of Real with IR Motorsports. Had a strong day today, but once again, wishing he could have done a little better. Unfortunately, you're going to miss out on that chance this season to be the first guy to win all 4 crown jewels, but still, a strong performance, an incredible job. And, I mean, how you feel?
If I'm being honest, I wanted DB to get that win.
I see.
Cause like we're basically teammates. We help each other out every single race. I pushed him throughout the entire way. I even supported him on the way, gave him fuel strats, and I thank him for splitting the roadblocks with me. We planned this beforehand. If one of us won, you can watch my stream. We actually planned it, but he said he's splitting it with me 50-50, which I'm very grateful for that, and I'm happy he won. Laser was also good. Holy shit, he was applying pressure on me.
Yeah, Laser, of course, a very talented driver here in the league, but of course, it wasn't quite what he expected, and of course, he didn't win. You were expecting him to win. He didn't win, but...
Yeah. I'm also questioning, where were my teammates?
Well, Vaughn was having a harder day than he figured. Chris is Chris. I mean, he had an alright run, I'd say.
Yeah.
But of course, our little secrets here, some of the higher ranks in
Oh,
IR,
yeah.
but IR Motorsports is going to be back next season, without a
Yay.
doubt. But, anyways, thanks for your time, Real. I hope you, of course, you won this last Super Speedway race at Daytona. I mean, what do you think you can do at Talladega next week?
Two things. One, Atlanta was the last Super Speedway race. No, wait. Did we do Atlanta this season?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of last season. But, I think I can get it done at Daytona, especially with DB's help, and sometimes maybe my teammates. But, I don't know, things happen.
Of course. Alright. Well, thanks for your time there, Real.
You're welcome.
Alright. And, of course, sending off the interviews driver of that 77 Bennett machine, a one-time winner in PRA, who managed to get Savage Motorsports, a nice little show there, mid-race. Savage, how you feel?
Pretty good. I'm glad DB got it done. I was rooting for him. Sorry for holding you up in stage 2. We really needed some points. Well, that all kind of fell apart with 2 to go in the stage when Napa gave us the biggest shove, and we had it. It looked like it was straight out of Tokyo Drift or something. I don't know. I genuinely still can't remember how I saved that. I was so sideways.
Yeah, I was expecting you to go around.
I
But
guess all that practice of me and you screwing around and saving it was helping me out.
yeah, and an alright day. Of course, hoping to do better. You got a Super Speedway next. Those are always fun. You seem to be pretty good at them. And can't wait to see what you can do there. Of course, my question is, what is next for you, really? I mean, now we're getting into the iffy part of the schedule. Although we have super speedways, but we're getting into that part of the schedule that I don't know how you're going to do given on your performance elsewhere in this league so far, but I mean, what do you think? What's next for you?
Grind points as much as we can. Pick up stage wins and hopefully win some more races. I got Dega and Daytona circled on my calendar. I performed well at the first Daytona race this season. Couldn't get it done because we kept getting shoved under the line at the end. But if that doesn't happen, then we have a real good shot at winning.
Alright. Thank you for your time, Savage. And, we'll end it on that note. One of the best races for the second year in a row in the PRA calendar so far. And, I liked this. It was very fun. I'm hoping we get to have shows like this again. And of course, watch out for Talladega next week. It's going to be the biggest race since Daytona. And oh boy, the racing is going to be insane. But I hope you enjoyed this race here from the Nashville Superspeedway. I'm Crimson, so your host. And this was such a great race. Make sure to, of course, if you're interested, support our fundraisers linked in the description for the American Cancer Society and the Epilepsy Foundation of America. I want to help support them support the people that suffer from both cancer and epilepsy, make their lives a better one. But with all that out of the way, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in a week.
Bye.